Alright guys, set SUMARI dark arts right here. In one of my usual spots, chilling out for a minute in the hallway, so decided let me just get on here and make this video real quick. It's gonna be a short one too, because I gotta get back to class. You guys know how it is. Excuse me because the camera's shaking, because I gotta hold it, but got about a good 19-20 minutes or something like that. Alright, so look. BDog623 sent me a comment, and pretty much, I'm just paraphrasing now, just off of memory. One question he said was that, what did I think about binaural beats? Using binaural beats for meditation and all that. And I gave him a really brief comment back saying, well, going all natural is the best way. There's a lot of tools out here, a lot of items that they put forth for meditation. The last video was about meditation. You got a lot of people, a lot of companies making little things, saying this is gonna help you, this is gonna help you break through to the other side, help you go out of body. Look, man, pretty much it all comes down to whatever works for you. Everybody's different, man. Everybody has different things that trigger them in certain ways, and to each his own. For me, it's always been more of, the individual has to be able to, if you want to use these tools just as, kind of like a supplement if you need it to aid you on your way, but the main goal, the main objective of everything is always to be able to access your own abilities, access your own talents and powers without, depending on anything, being dependent on anything at all. So, people who want to get into binaural beats, I've tried these things way back in the past, and, for me, it was just a lot of noise. It didn't really do nothing for me. It was just, I always, some individuals have a natural aptitude. People can just do things, and they don't know why, they don't know how, they can't really explain it because it's just natural. And, it's like someone says, tell me how you breathe. And you're like, well, yeah. You can't. You breathe, you just breathe, that's it. There's no special techniques, there's no way. I know people say, well, what about this Kundalini special tantric yoga position for breathing? I'm talking about just the basics of breathing, man. We all do it. You don't know how your heart pumps, and you don't know how the blood flows through your body. Yeah, you could break it down on a scientific level and be like, well, according to, whatever, and throw out some scientific jargon. But at the end of the day, all these things, you don't really have control over them. They just just as everything just is. So you don't really have to, whatever you want to do. If you feel that these binaural beats are helping you, then let it help you. Just remember the main objective, the main goal is to be able to move beyond that, move beyond the superficial ways that are going to assist you in accessing, your natural talent and stuff. You don't really want to be dependent on any of that. The main objective, the main goal, if there even is one, is that you want to be able to access other realms of reality, on a whim, just whenever you feel like it. Now, that's what I have to say on binaural beats. It's up to you. I'm not into them. You guys know me already, so I don't have to go into that. But look, I believe B-Dog also wrote another comment, and it was a pretty long one, and he made a good point. I'm paraphrasing now, but basically he was like, thanking me for the videos, and something about, he was saying that it was good that I haven't put any, turn my videos into a kind of spiritual cash grab or something like that. And he was like, I believe, he said that he almost got pulled into a cult at some point. And he was like, this is how cults get you, They know that we're hungry for knowledge, and people seek things out. And they use that against you pretty much, so I gotta keep track of time. And they pretty much hold that against you, and try to force you into, basically they play on your weakness, and that's what it really comes down to, man. A lot of so-called spiritual groups, organizations, even over here in Japan, I don't have to get into names, but for people who are aware, they know who they are. And they'll tell you anything you want to hear, man. Oh, do this, say this mantra, you're gonna get, it's out there, man. It's all out there. You even hear this in the news where, like, high-profile celebrities get caught up in, scandalous things, sex trafficking, all by pulling people into cults and things like that. But why? Why do people get pulled into cults? And that's what I want to touch on. Why are some personalities easier to get pulled in and others are not? At the end of the day, man, it really comes down to what I've termed in the past, jokingly, I call it PTSD. And it can either be seen as post-traumatic soul disorder, or post-traumatic spiritual disorder, man. Either one, same thing. But I was looking out the window, man, before I grabbed my phone to make this video, and you just look at people, right? I look at people walking around. There's some asshole in a sports car. He does this every weekend, man. It's like every Saturday, the same asshole drives his car around. It's like it could be a Ferrari or some shit. And every weekend he drives around, brum, 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 brum. I mean, it's noisy, and he barrels through the streets. And it's like every hour he just drives around and roars the engine. And it's like, here's another asshole who, I don't know him, maybe he's a nice guy. But in this video, he's an asshole, man. And here's another asshole who thinks this is what's making him, man. You drive around the car. I remember when I was a kid, man, back when I was young, you had people who did this, where they got a new whip, a new car, and they put a sound system in, and they didn't have nowhere to go. And when I was younger, I was living in the Bronx, and they was too scared to take their ass into the city down in Manhattan and mingle with people. So they would drive around all day with the music blasting, I mean, like, I'm talking like, this is hood music system. So like, when they drive by, your fucking windows are shattering and rattling and everything. You like, damn, man. And he would do this at all times of night, all during the day, especially in the summertime specifically. They want everybody to see them. Look at me, the big man. I got a car. I'm chilling. And that's what they wanted people to see. It's ghetto bullshit, ignorant motherfuckers that just trapped in the material plane. They'll be there forever for another couple of lifetimes. But where was I going with that? Man. But yeah, man, this asshole. So it's like, the point I made of that little rant just now is that this is how most individuals are, man. When we come into this reality, it's, birth is a shock, It's a bigger shock than death, because death is more of a familiar thing, When you die, you kind of just remember, you're like, oh shit, that's right, I'm an immortal being, I'm immortal, I'm all a part of all that is. And you slowly slip out and return to your home base and what you really are. And for those who are not on point, they go other places, sometimes places that require a little extra suntan lotion, if you know what I mean, because it gets hot and the heat is burning. Not by default, or not by design, but just, by default, because they ain't no interest in none of this stuff, So they go to burning hells of fire and brimstone. That's what they believe in. So good luck. Bring your umbrella with you to block out the heat and the sun. But, man, it's like, we come here, man, and, when we're born, we get hit with so much shit, man. I mean, we get hit with a lot of stuff from the earliest ages. If you're lucky, your physical birth parents in this reality are normal. You don't have no fucking sick, psycho, pedophile, rapist brother or father or abusive mother, or, if you're lucky, you're gonna grow up in that type of environment. Unfortunately, some of us do, we end up in, realities that are detrimental to our growth. So, it's a big shock being in this reality, man, because there's all this stuff going on. And then when we start getting of the ages of, understanding, and our minds start to expand more, everybody's out to get you. Everybody wants your attention at the end of the day. So everything's fighting for your attention, whether it's from, academic, so-called accredited, facilities and organizations and sales products. Buy this, buy that. No, buy my product. No, buy this product. This is gonna help you. That's gonna. And we just get barraged with a lot of shit. A lot of it is unnecessary too. And we pretty much, if you don't have any guidance or any real type of guidance, you gotta really sort through it yourself to try to find out some kernel of truth. What is truth? And You're your own authority. There is no authority higher than you, you know. People say, well, God is the only authority. Yes, true, but we're a part of that. So, you know, I don't want to G-track, but a lot of issues we have that individuals have in physical reality come from the inability and the, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't get it right now because I'm in a rush, but pretty much, man, individuals don't want to come to terms with what they are, and that's what it comes down to. So you're stuck trying to portray what you are through someone else's vision. Well, I'll be a real man if, you know, I'm definitely successful if I have this Ferrari and I gotta drive around on the weekends and roar my engines like a jackass and look cool. And, you know, cats like that end up fucking speeding into a wall and dying because this is what they think it's all about, man. So it's like, a lot of individuals don't really connect with anything higher than themselves. And there's nothing really higher than you because you're already a part of it, but they don't want to see themselves as something higher. That's what I should say. Not connecting to something higher, but to see themselves as something higher. So they're trapped in this material plane, all this dumb shit. And, you know, it's like, yeah, depending on where you grow, some people get it easy. They get an easy pass. They grow up rich. They got it all. Some of us grow up pretty mediocre. Some grow up normal. It's case by case, man. You get a mixed bag. Either way, it shouldn't define who you are. You know, if you're on point and all the shit I've been talking about for all these videos, man. So, you know, you get these cats. I remember growing up, man, and you know, I grew up in the hood, in the South Bronx. You know, keeping it real. But I chose that reality for reasons and stuff. But I remember, like, even to this day, that shit hasn't really changed. You hear, like, you know, somebody will kill you because you stepped on their new Timbs. Oh, you stepped on my boots. Boom, blow your head off. Or you stepped on his new Air Jordans. Or you got people robbing for people for Air Jordans. Or back in the days, that 8-ball jacket, they were killing people for their fucking jacket. It's like, what level of reality are you coming from if you have to end another individual's life? And even worse, you end your life as well, because you're gonna get caught most likely and go to jail and do a life bid, all because somebody stepped on your fucking Timberland boots and you had to prove to yourself that you was a man. So I had to kill that motherfucker, man. I killed his ass. Why? He stepped in my Timbs, man. He stepped in my fucking Timbs. A dangerous, savage child race. That's what humanity is, man. A dangerous, savage child race. You know, I mean, you know, I gotta laugh because it's funny. At the end of the day, it is funny. I'm not saying dying is funny or murder is funny, but it really is a comedy, man. And the only way you're gonna get through it is by seeing the joke. And humanity is a joke, man, because the things we put so much importance on, you know, me being SUMARI and part of the whole SUMARI continuum and all that, man. Me being a SUMARI is like, oh man, as Seth J. Roberts said many times, the SUMARI like to play, man, with the contents of their own mind. And that's pretty much what it comes down to, man. Life is, it really is just a big joke. Not in a negative way, saying that, you know, life is pointless, but the shit that importance is placed on, that's the joke. It's common. I mean, you see people, right? I gotta laugh. Because you just see so much funny shit out here, man. You see people like walking around with power suits and shit. And got a briefcase. And this guy sat up in front of me on the train recently, right? He sits down and he was already watching me. I'm sure he was judging me and sizing me up because I have my shirt and tie on, but I have my tattoos on. He sits down, real stern-faced. And he had to be about my same age. He keeps flicking his fucking collar and brushing off his jacket real, you know, just, you know, like, how was he? He was just a real stern individual, you know, and it's like, and I could see him feel through his emotions. The way he was looking at me, he was like, look at me. Why is this guy here? I have status, I have power, I have it all. And to me, he's like a fucking chump in a suit, but I laughed, man, because it was like, this clown thinks this is what it's all about, man. And when his ass punches out it ends up on that other realm, he's gonna be in for a shock, because it ain't gonna be, all that shit ain't gonna matter, man. He's gonna end up right back in another physical reality, probably, or worse, depending on what his private beliefs are. But yeah, man, back to what I was saying. I know I detoured. I'm jumping around this video because I only got a few minutes. PTSD, post-traumatic soul disorder or post-traumatic spiritual disorder. Most individuals have it in this reality, man. And how do you get over it? When you finally come to terms with what you are. And people gonna play on that, man. There's gonna be cults that come out. There's gonna be groupings that come out. There's always gonna be some individual telling you that they can save you, or that you're evil and you're dirty because you're human and all that. Now, I know I've made my human comments in my videos, but for me, it's not about you're evil or you're bad because you're dirty and all that, just because you're human and all that. Not about that. What my whole take on when I bash the whole human thing is that the concept of accepting, well, I'm only human, it's just an excuse to fuck up, man. You're more than that. Now, some people really are human because that's what they believe, truly what they are, and they don't aspire to advance beyond that, and they're happy just being limited. I don't want to be limited. Nobody wants to be limited, man. And when you start going to these other realms of reality, you will learn. You will learn what is necessary for your development and see where you really are, man. You know, so somebody sent me an email recently talking about that, you know, and I got your email, and this is my really quick answer, man. Don't worry about what this medium said to you, you know. Everybody's going to experience different things. You get what you put your mind on and focus your attention to. If you believe in demons and all that shit, you're going to get it. It's that simple, man. It's just that simple. Whatever you believe in evil shit, guess what you're going to see? You travel out of body, you're going to see evil things to further validate your beliefs. See me? I'm SUMARI, man. I have fun. I manifest things. I create. You know, I go out of body when I need to and when I want to. And for me, there's no division. There is no other side. There is no other realms. There's just really, it's just all this shit going on. You do have all these realms going on simultaneously. So you said you would like to go into, is it possible to go into a video game or comic book or whatever? Everything's real. The world is your oyster, my friend. You can have whatever you want. But it's all about how far you let this take you. You can go anywhere. And it's not even really about mental at some point. You know, they say, this person has a mental problem. But we all have mental problems because everything is mental. Now, I gotta get out of here. I'll talk to you guys later. Everything is mental. I'll get back on this in another video. Love you guys. SUMARI to everybody out there. Video 103. Bye.